another day.
From among you, except ye destroy the accursed from among you. The children of Israel will find in this passage they got jacked up. Can you say jacked up? Some of us living jacked up lives today. We don't understand why we live jacked up lives. We don't understand why sometimes our circumstances seem jacked up. But the children of Israel, just before that 7th verse, if you do some research over in the 6th chapter of Joshua, that's when they fought the battle of Jericho. Everyone knows the renounced thing that happened in Jericho when the children of Israel were given instructions by God to march around that wall. Joshua was the leader because Moses had died off, and Joshua took the mantle and he went marching on. But they gave strict instructions on how to fight the battle of Jericho. The Lord gives us from day to day strict instructions on what we should do in our lifetime. But sometimes we get caught up in what we feel that we want to do in our circumstances, in our situations. In that time there, we had Joshua giving them instructions on how to defeat the giant. We have giants sometimes in our lives, and we got to understand how to defeat it. Some of your giants may be some you may need to be delivered from some things that you have had problems with in the past. But it becomes a giant because every time that you turn around, it's still staring you in the face no matter what. That becomes a giant because no matter how and what way you go through, it's still looking at you saying, I'm still here. How many times you've gone through certain situations in your life, have gone over and over again, but you fall back into that same cycle because that giant hasn't been defeated, it's just ran away for a moment. And sometimes just a giant running away from a moment, that giant's going to come back, and you got to learn how to conquer that giant. Well, we find that Joshua was given strict instructions on how to tear down that wall to Jericho, which was a giant. Jericho was a city that had thousands and thousands of people. Joshua was given instructions on how to march around the wall. But the biggest instruction he was given of all, that the Lord encouraged him and said, you're going to have this city of Jericho in your hand. But I just want you to do one thing. I want you to kill everything that is within that wall. Sometimes in our life we don't want to kill everything that goes on there. When we come to Jesus, when we come to the altar, when we come to sacrifice unto the Lord, we want to have the altar polluted a little bit because we don't want to give our all, we just want to give a little bit. We want to give a little bit that only works within ourselves, that only way that we can make ourselves feel a little better, so we go just give just a little bit to the Lord. And we think just coming in through a ritual and turning your life over to Jesus, but not giving your body a total living sacrifice is all that needs to be done. Last week, this past Wednesday, I had a boy say, all I need to do is to be baptized. I said, well, son, baptism is good. I said, but and I'm in the pool with you as a coach every day, and we sometimes go in and work out in the pool. Yeah, I said, don't you go underwater and I'm in the pool? Yeah. Well, how come isn't that baptism? No. Isn't it the same thing? You're going on walls, a pool right here. No. I said, okay, tell me more. Tell me a little bit more. What more is it? Well, I know if you get baptized that, you know, you can be with God. I said, yeah, but just being baptized, does that mean that's going to last forever? No. So that means, what are you looking at? He said, what did he say? I have to be right. He said, I have to make a change in my life. So he said, I had to make a change in my life. I said, oh, you got it. So if something comes with the water, it comes with a change in your life. If there's not a change in your life, then what good is the water? He said, you're right. You're right. I got it now. God told the people there has to be a change because he wanted everything destroyed within those walls. When they marched around that wall, the walls came tumbling down. But it wasn't good enough for the walls to come tumbling down. See, when the walls come tumbling down, there's a little bit more for you to do. See, the walls come tumbling down in your life when you humble yourself at the altar. When you cry out unto the Lord and you give all you got, those walls of giants, they begin to tumble down. But you got to do something a little bit more than just tumble the walls down. Because the walls come tumbling down, there's still some stuff that was behind them walls. Because the tears come falling down your eyes and falling down and your heart feel melted here on the altar. That's good, fine, and dandy. That wall of hardness have come down. You have humbled yourself to take Christ in your life. But there's a little bit more that needs to be done.
Yes, sir.
When he told them to go on the inside.
Yes.